Have you noticed some people sleep 5 hours and wake up feeling unstoppable, while you sleep 8 hours and still wake completely exhausted? For our entire lives, we are told that 8 hours is the golden rule of rest. We stress over it, we protect it, and we treat it as a universal metric for health. However, sleep cytology suggests that the human brain does not actually use a continuous count of hours to track its recovery. By forcing our bodies into an arbitrary 8-hour block, we are often fighting our own internal biology rather than supporting it. While we think in total hours, the brain operates in sequential 90-minute cycles. Setting an alarm for exactly 8 hours mathematically guarantees you wake up mid-cycle. This triggers sleep inertia, that heavy, confused grogginess following incomplete rest. Waking up mid-cycle is like ripping open a washing machine door while it's still spinning. Everything inside is left in a chaotic, unfinished state. That morning fog isn't a failure of your diet or your discipline. It is a symptom of poor mathematical timing. Eliminating that fog requires viewing sleep as a 3-phase biological protocol, starting with the shutdown sequence. Alert beta waves are too jagged for rest. To transition to smooth alpha waves, you need cognitive offloading. Initiate the 3-2-1 protocol. 3 hours before bed, stop eating. 2 hours before, stop working. 1 hour before, remove screens so your brain can produce melatonin. Without this sequence, you might be physically resting in bed, but your brain remains neurologically alert, starving for actual recovery. Once you are properly shut down, you enter phase 2, maintenance, where the brain performs its most critical repairs. Within each 90-minute cycle, your brain alternates between deep sleep for physical muscle repair and REM sleep for processing emotions and memories. We see the logic of this in historical accounts of strategists who divided their rest into specific, rigid blocks, finding that short, timed intervals allowed them to return to duty without the fog of a deep sleep interruption. The practical solution is to stop aiming for 8 hours and plan rest in increments of 4.5, 6, or 7.5 hours. By calculating backward from your wake-up time, you ensure your alarm goes off naturally at the end of a cycle. Aligning your habits with these intervals allows a 6-hour rest to provide significantly more energy than an 8-hour sleep that ends mid-cycle. The final stage is phase 3, the boot up. The first 10 minutes of your morning dictate your neurochemical balance for the rest of the day. Instead of checking your phone, seek immediate sunlight. This light exposure resets your circadian rhythm and triggers the activation of serotonin. Adding a physical trigger, like cold water or movement, engages the sympathetic nervous system to jumpstart your metabolism. This sequence creates a surge of natural dopamine and norepinephrine, which clears the last remnants of morning fog and prepares the mind for deep focus. True wakefulness isn't a result of the volume of sleep. It is the result of a deliberate neurochemical reset. To sustain this, we have to address a common misconception that sleep is merely an inconvenient, lazy habit. Treating rest as a weakness or an obstacle to productivity is a primary driver of burnout and emotional instability. In reality, sleep is a non-negotiable recovery mode that sharpens your decision-making and regulates your mood. Mastering these biological cycles transforms your rest into a precision tool for cognitive performance, making your mind unstoppable.